My guest today is the Honorable Reggie Jones, Mayor of Dellwood, Missouri, today on The Bernie Hayes Show. Welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes. My guest is the Mayor of Dellwood, Missouri, Reggie Jones. Reggie, welcome back.
How you doing, Mr. Hayes? How you doing?
Good to see you.
Oh, always good to see you.
You know, you do so many things, and you're involved in so many events and efforts and everything. I just hard to describe. You know, last time you were here, you were talking about some of the things you're going to do. Tell us about the basketball project. Is that up and running yet?
Yeah, so what happened was, last year we kind of renovated our Dellwood Rec Center. Mm-hmm. Our rec center was a long time just basically a soccer arena.
Yeah.
And, of course, soccer was, okay back in the day. Demographics has changed since then. And so we decided to invest about $500,000 to renovate our rec center to make it to where our residents can use it. Mm-hmm. And so we turned the old soccer arena into a multi-use gym, which we have a walking track, we have 8 basketball courts, and we have pickleball courts and a fitness center. Wow. And so the community has really been, great as far as coming out and accessing that. And so with that, another reason we did that, we wanted to make sure we target the youth in our community and make sure they have something to do. People always say kids have nothing to do. There's something for them to do. So we want to make sure that we did that. So right now we're going to unleash a program. People know back in the 90s, Mayor Freeman Bosley Jr. Started the Midnight Basketball program, which is a great program. It had its, things that happened, but the actual concept was a great program and concept. So we're going to unleash that, our version here in St. Louis County. We've got a grant from the St. Louis Violent Prevention Commission. Right. We received a grant from them to operate this program and target not just Dellwood young people, but North County. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to target young men from the ages of 19 to 13 in that age group, basically high school students and middle school students. Sure. And the purpose of the program is to have a program where they would normally be on the street those type of hours, but now they'll be inside our rec center. Mm-hmm. Not just playing basketball, but also getting job training, also having guest speakers, also having engagement with our police officers and police department. So it won't just be basketball, just hooping basketball. It's going to be where we're going to bring them in there and give them a bunch of other resources to make sure that not only are they off the street, but they're getting the resources they need to be successful in life.
Multifaceted building. I can't say it.
Whatever you said is right. Yeah.
Where is it located?
Located at Dellwood Rec Center, which is 10266 West Florissant. And again, we got some funding from the St. Louis Violent Prevention Commission. And we're going to start off small with it, just kind of start it off, but it's going to blow up. I mean, we feel, because we're going to work with the school districts, Hazelwood, Ferguson, Florissant, Riverview, Jennings, and Normandy. Wow. We're going to target those school districts and those students that go to those school districts. And we kind of want those kids who are, quote unquote, having issues at school. Those kids we want to target. Or maybe the kids are not attending school as normally, attendance issues or, having issues with the law. So we want to make sure we target those young folks so we can give them something extra to do.
Multi-purpose facility is what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir.
Now, you say it's on West Florissant. Now, Reggie, there's some confusion about where's Dellwood and where's Ferguson. Yeah. So what part of West Florissant is Dellwood?
Well, it's going to be confusing because, you have to live out there really to understand the boundaries. The boundaries are really, I don't know where you're
going in and out.
Yeah, it's in and out because, it's Ferguson and Dellwood and Ferguson picks up again, so we're surrounded probably, I would say, 65 or 70% of our city is surrounded by Ferguson border, and I just always tell people, hey, Chambers in West Florissant, that's the heart of Dellwood.
Chambers in West Florissant.
Yes, that's our, our focus point right there. But, the boundaries, you have St. Louis unincorporated county, which ties in too over there on Chambers. So it's kind of confusing, but, but thinking about it, we all work together. Yeah. Even though we have our boundaries, I work closely with Ella Jones in City of Ferguson, and we work together on grants and things of that sort. So we don't look at the boundaries. We look at that we're all in the same community. We're trying to do the same thing.
Mayor Jones has been on guest here many times, too. The riots that people keep talking about, Brown was killed, your kid, they said Ferguson only, but your city was just as much a part of that as any place else.
I would say maybe 75% of the damage happened in Dellwood. I mean, people don't understand because they don't know the boundaries. We talk about West Florissant, man. We lost so many businesses. I mean, we lost chain businesses. We lost O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts, AutoZone.
Sure.
We had Zizzler Tire, which has been a long staple in the community, servicing individuals with their car repairs and things of that sort. That was looted and damaged. We had a car lot that lost many cars that were on fire. Lost a gas station that was burned down. So I was working hard during that time to try to tell the story that hey, we're not trying to get attention of being damaged, but I wanted to make sure if there were any resources that were going to come that way, that we weren't left out. And so we have individuals like Mike McMillan. I talked about him last time, who's definitely stepped up and chosen
Urban League,
President Mike McMillan, who again promised me back then that he will do what he can to invest to bring back West Florissant, and he's done that. We built our new Urban League Senior Living Center, which is a beautiful location, 44 units for our seniors, brand new to the community, outstanding building. They just really take care of those seniors over there. And then we're building another Urban League Plaza that's coming. We have the R&R Marketplace, which is a renovation of the old Springwood Plaza, which Schnucks was there for years.
Yeah.
That's been renovated and has a lot of services that provide there with drug rehab. We have a bank. We have Kathy's Kitchen, new location over there. We have an incubator over there as well. And we have a church that's going to come. So, and a daycare. So there's a lot of things going on in West Florissant. And I'm just kind of glad, it takes a while. That happened 10 years ago. But sometimes,
time flies.
Yeah, time flies. But the damage happened overnight, but it takes time for it to come back. But we're still fighting hard to make sure West Florissant is what it needs to be.
Kathy's Kitchen, some of the best eating in the world.
Oh, Kathy's Kitchen has the best chicken Cajun pasta. Is my favorite dish from Kathy, and they're Dellwood residents. Yeah, Kathy and her husband, they both live in Dellwood, and they're great people in the community. And we just love that they're part of our community.
This is wonderful. It's so wonderful seeing what you're doing in Dellwood. Any particular immediate plans, and give me some long-term goals too?
Well, we just wanted, we've done a lot of infrastructure. Economic development is always a big thing. Again, we have this West Florissant project coming up that we received a $25 million grant from the federal government. And with this recently freeze that President Trump put in place for federal funding, it kind of made us pause a little bit because we have federal dollars. There's $25 million that we received in granting under the Biden administration. We received funding to complete this project. It's going to be a great project. Great Streets projects. They've done several ones in the county, and we've partnered with the city of Ferguson, and to really make West Florissant pedestrian friendly, make the businesses more accessible, more greenery. It's going to be a great project. So that's the one thing that we're still working on and want to make sure that takes place. This construction should start later on this year. Okay. And I mean, once that's completed, man, that's really going to just you're going to see a new West Florissant. It's going to be very impressive.
So your planning committee also meets regularly with the surrounding municipalities.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
That's wonderful. So much so I want to ask you, Reggie, Mayor Jones. First of all, why did you choose public service? We don't have a long time left on this segment, but tell us why you chose public service.
I chose public service. My parents always taught me, my siblings, to give back and help folks. And when you are raised in that kind of environment, when you watch your parents, helping people and giving back, it's almost natural. And so, that's what attracted me to where I've been working for the past 30 years, the Boys and Girls Club, and that's what we do there. We service families, we help individuals, help kids become productive citizens. And that's where it started. As a young man, I started at the age of 22, and that gave me the fight and the will to want to help folks.
Wonderful. My guest is the mayor of Dellwood, Missouri, Reggie Jones, and many things we want to talk about before we let him go today. But in the meantime, with the New Life Evangelistic Center, 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. I'm Bernie Hayes, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey, viewers of the Bernie Hayes Show, have you ever seen so many people as you travel around the streets of St. Louis City, St. Louis County, over in Illinois, Jefferson County, St. Charles County, that are homeless? So many out on street corners. So many people are having to sleep outside in vacant buildings. The New Life Evangelistic Center's got teams going out every day, working among those individuals, taking them hundreds of bottles of water every week, hundreds and hundreds of sandwiches, and now we're having to get blankets and sleeping bags and tents, long underwear, even making little canned heaters, just so many, many needs. And that's why your involvement in New Life Evangelistic Center is so very important. You could be a volunteer and go out on the streets with us. Call us at 314-421-3020. To go to our website at nlecstl.org to learn about them there. Feel free to call us at 314-421-3020. Please remember the work of New Life Evangelistic Center in your prayers. And please share that much-needed gift. New Life receives no city, state, or federal dollars. And your giving is so very, very important. And it goes so far in New Life Evangelistic Center. We have a dedicated team of volunteers and trainees that take every dollar that you send in and provide $3 worth of direct services helping the poor and the homeless, the fatherless, the widowed. Please get your business involved, your church involved, and send those gifts to New Life Evangelistic Center, P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri. That's 63166. Or you can give online at nlecstl.org. We need your partnership at this particular time. Our teams are going out daily among the poorest of the poor, and we need your help now as we move in these winter months. Your gifts, your prayers are absolutely essential at this moment.
It takes many partners to operate New Life Evangelistic Center. We're a large ministry operating and serving so many people all throughout Missouri. And so we appreciate so much Bernie Hayes and his many years of dedicated service to people who are experiencing homelessness all throughout Missouri. But we need people like you to partner with Bernie Hayes and with New Life Evangelistic Center to make a real impact in the lives of people who are hurting now. In a very practical way, you are being the hands and feet of Christ in the streets of St. Louis and Springfield, Missouri, and beyond. So I want to thank everyone who is partnering with New Life Evangelistic Center. I want to challenge you to get involved today for the glory of God and the good of others in our community. Thank you so much. And God bless those who are making a big impact on the lives of hurting people.
And welcome back. My guest is the mayor of Dellwood, Missouri, Mr. Reggie Jones. Reggie, I noticed that you mentioned your parents inspired you to become a public servant. I saw a tribute that you put to them on Facebook recently. Tell us about your parents.
Yeah, my parents recently, the anniversary would have been, was January 26th. They would have been married 52 years. And, you know, it's something to be parentless, man. Even my age, I'm 51, but there are a lot of people that still have, you know, both their parents or at least one. Sure. And all this work that I'm doing, I wish my parents were just still here to see some of this and to be proud. Because I get it from them. You know, I really watched them over the years and just they gave me the fight and the path, you know, to help others. And yeah, I mean, I can't never give them enough credit. You know, I had a blessed childhood. You know, one of the greatest childhoods you ever could have. Again, I had a dad that was a hard-working union man. I had a mom who was a retired postal worker, but who gave us the emotional needs that we needed in our home. And so it was a great combination, you know, almost like good times, you know, but we weren't, you know, poor like that. Yeah, sure. But we had a household where we had a strong father and a loving mother, and that's a good combination for your children having success.
You were actually raised in the city of St. Louis, right?
North St. Louis. Mm-hmm. Actually, I grew up one block from Mayor Reggie Jones. Oh, grew up in the same neighborhood, went to Herzog Elementary School together. Mm-hmm. And so it was a great community. There was a lot of two-parent households over there back then. And
where is it located?
Park Lane in West Florissant is where I grew up, actually on Park Lane, West Florissant. And we had a great
That's near Goodfellow, right?
Yeah, in between Goodfellow and Riverview.
Riverview, yeah.
Yes, sir. Next to the mosque that's on West Florissant.
Sure, okay.
And we had a great childhood, man. A lot of kids on the block, a lot of people that cared about the kids and looked out for each other. So that's what's missing probably today in these communities. But we were blessed as children and had a great, you know, rode our bikes, went to wrestling matches together. I mean, we just played court ball. You know, we had a great childhood.
Now, recently, not recently, but right now, you're with Silly, one of the boys and girls clubs? What is that?
Yes, I've been at Herbert Hoover Boys and Girls Club for the past 30 years, and going to my 30th year. It's been a blessing, man. I've helped thousands of kids. I've seen some kids come through there that's very successful today. A lot of NFL players, a lot of lawyers, and just hardworking people that have come through there.
How does it make you feel when you see somebody that
I feel great.
you had
Man,
played football or taught football or track or basketball?
I saw a couple yesterday. I saw 2 young men yesterday who are doing some great things in the community that I would like to think that I had some influence over them, And again, there's some that, don't, make some bad decisions,
Sure.
And that happens, but we've made an impact on a lot of young people. If you talk to those young people, they kind of always bring back that what the Boys and Girls Club has done for them and kept them on track. Particularly those ones who didn't come from 2-parent households that needed a little support outside of the schools and home, and I like to think we kind of gave them that.
You're quite an athlete yourself. Tell us about that.
I used to play a little baseball. I was a heck of a baseball player. I didn't play football. And I played baseball in high school. My only problem, I was slow. I was a good hitter, and I was a great first baseman, Gold Glove, but didn't have any speed, and so that kind of derailed my collegiate career. But I was a heck of a baseball player.
That's good. Now, we mentioned earlier in the last segment, I asked you for your short-term goals, and what are your long-term goals in Dellwood?
My long-term goal is really just, again, just to keep our city safe. That's something people don't talk about, but public safety really is probably number one priority any mayor has for their city, is to make sure your residents are safe, and that's having a great functional police department, which we contract with the North County Cooperative. And so we've done some things with that police department to make sure that we're always addressing the needs of our community. So long term, I definitely want to keep that going because that's important for your community. If you don't have public safety, if people don't feel safe, they won't be there long. So we're actually in the process of building a new public safety building for our police department and some public safety staff. And so we're working on that, and and we're going to put that. It's going to be actually on chambers, and once we get that completed, that's going to really give us some more attention over there on chambers side of our town that we need to have, particularly seeing the police more, seeing them out in the community and community engagement. So we're kind of really excited about that.
Mayor Jones, how did your community deal with this past tremendous snowstorm we had?
Well, we had challenges like everybody else. We had our workers worked, overtime, serious overtime to make it happen. But this was a tough storm. This was the ice that really made it a different situation was the ice. And my staff, public works staff, which, one of our public work workers is Lamar Johnson, who was recently exonerated for being in prison 27 years.
Yeah, I see the program. I hope he answered that he was honored.
Yes, and so he's actually a supervisor now in our public works department. So he, along with our other public works staff, they were working 16 hours a day, addressing neighbors' concerns, unblocking driveways, digging folks out. So I'm very proud of the work we did. Actually, I hosted a Zoom meeting each and every day with my residents to update them on what was going on with the city. And I think that's what people need to do, because residents need to know in situations like that what's going on. And so we did Zoom, I think 4 days in a row, just to give them updates on what streets were being done, when we were salting, that kind of thing. And the residents really kind of like that.
Lamar Johnson, I was with him a couple weeks ago, and just please give him my love and respect. But you do so many things for so many people, Reggie. But what inspires you?
Well, the Bible. Because the Bible talks about helping the least of these. And this always has attracted me in my daily goings. And so I really take that serious. I think that we're here to help individuals. And that's what I think my goal and purpose is. I think I was, put on this earth and put in these positions so I can help individuals. And as long as I'm in these positions, I'm going to do that. And I think people in my position fail if they don't do these type of things. Hiring Lamar Johnson, to me, was simple, but I don't think a lot of people would have taken that chance of doing it. But here's a person that he was locked up for almost 29 years, but he's proven to be exonerated. So why not give him a chance?
Sure.
He wants, now, why not let him rebuild his life, have some dignity to get a paycheck, able to take care of his family, you know. And so I thought it was really simple to do that. But once I did it, man, I had all the attention around it, you know, which was great. But I think it's something more people should do, and people in his position. So he's done a great job, and if I can do others, help others out like that, I will do it in a heartbeat.
That's wonderful. How can one reach you, Mayor Jones?
They can reach me at 314-503-2070. That's my cell. I do answer my phone all the time, or you can go to our Dellwood website at cityofdellwoodmo.com.
And you are unopposed for your job.
Yes, I'm on election April 8th. I'm unopposed again for the 5th straight time. I hope that's a testament that I'm doing what the people want me to do. But I'm still campaigning because I believe in that you still have to ask the people for their vote. And so I'll be running the campaign just as if I have an opponent. I've always done that. I've never, slacked off because I didn't have an opponent, because I still want to ask folks for their vote and still get my message out of what I've accomplished.
Any issues you want to focus on?
Again, we talk about public safety. It's what I want, definitely one of the things. And just the youth. I want to make sure that we're, giving the youth some opportunities to become productive citizens and not, be crime-ridden in our communities. And so really going to focus on, helping our families out with making sure the youth have a lot to do in their community.
And what does Reggie Jones do for recreation?
Reggie Jones listens to blues. Reggie Jones loves going to church. I'm a deacon at New Sunny Mount Baptist Church, where I love to serve under the leadership of Reverend Dr. Brandon Blake. So I love the church.
Formerly Reverend Hunter.
Yeah, formerly, I was there
Donald
baptized
Hunter.
by Reverend Donald Hunter. Yeah. Absolutely. Married, I have 4 kids. I have grandkids, actually, so family's always important. So, I like to lay back and relax, listen to music, and I like to golf, too. So I am a golfer, so that's fun for me.
Mayor Reggie Jones is my guest from the city of Dellwood, Missouri. I'm Bernie Hayes, and we'll be right back after this.
Have you gotten your copy of the New Life Zoe free paper, the latest edition, coming alive in 2025? There is so much in this paper. The fantastic opportunity for you to help feed the hungry by making sandwiches. The various outreaches of the New Life Evangelistic Center, whether it's in Springfield, Missouri, where so many things are happening, or New Bloomfield, Missouri, or St. Louis. So many inspirational articles right here in this latest issue, the New Life Zoe free paper. It's so easy for you to get a copy. Just call us at 314-421-3020, or you can write me, Larry Rice, at P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri, that's 63166, and ask for a free subscription. It comes out every 2 months, and each edition has something new and powerful in it, like Praying with Power, Christ Comforts in the Storms of Life. The inspirational writings go on and on will help you be built in your faith. Jesus, a Troublemaker. Caring for all of creation. These are just a few things in this issue. Call us 314-421-3020 and lecstl.org.
Our subject today is Bernard Lafayette, black activist and organizer, born in 1940. He's an advocate for nonviolence. In 1960, Lafayette assisted in the formation of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and in 1961, the Congress of Racial Equality initiated the Freedom Rides. In May 1961, in Montgomery, Alabama, Lafayette and others were greeted at the bus terminal by members of the Ku Klux Klan chapters and were viciously attacked. In late 1964, the board of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference decided to join the ongoing Alabama Project and chose Selma as a focal point to gain voting rights for African Americans. In early 1965, they organized a series of public demonstrations that finally led up with the march from Selma to Montgomery. Lafayette went on to work in the 1966 Chicago Open Housing Movement, and he has been recognized as a major authority on strategies for nonviolent change. Bernard Lafayette.
Well, this is what the Lord Almighty, and this is what he says in Zechariah 7:9. Administer true justice, show mercy and compassion to one another.
Welcome back. My guest is the mayor of Dellwood, Missouri, the Honorable Reggie Jones. Mayor Jones, you got a lot of help. How the grants that you've received, is that internally from City of Dellwood itself, or do you partner with others in the area?
I partner with, St. Louis County has a lot of grants we apply for. Like when we renovated our St. Louis, our Dellwood Rec Center, that was through a St. Louis County park grant that we apply for each and every year. Also that's the same grant we built our popular skating rink with, And so we're always looking for grant opportunities because, cities just don't have the tax dollars to just fund a lot of these big projects.
Sure.
And so we're always looking for ways to receive grants. Again, the West Florissant grant is a federal grant. We working in conjunction with the city of Ferguson. So when there's time for collaborations, we're looking for those as well, because there are grants where, when municipalities can work together, you can receive certain grants. But actually this year, for the first time, we're actually going to contract with a grants manager to make sure that there's not grants out there that we're not missing, and make sure we take advantage of anything we can apply for. We're going to be very aggressive in doing that.
Reggie, do you see men, African-American men in your age group, your demographic, participating in government? What do you think about the...
Not a lot. I see a lot of them on the sidelines kind of commenting, but as far as getting involved day to day, not really. I like to see more of that. I know there's been a big push over the years for black women in politics. I've always said that, I want to make sure the black man is not forgotten about, because there are a lot of good black leaders. And I know recently there were some that, had some disgraceful situations, particularly in Single City, with some aldermen and things of that sort. But there are a lot of black men who, want to serve this community, who has great ideas, and who can lead. And so I would like to see more of a focus on looking for, black men to lead this community.
Mm-hmm. Do you engage with the community much in your position?
Oh, yeah. I'm very accessible. My community, everybody has my cell phone number. Everybody knows where I live. It's not a secret. They knock on my door. I got a lot of stories when it comes to that. I run to people in the store and have meetings in the grocery store and in the Family Dollar or whatever, And so my community definitely knows me and know that I care. And so we have a great marriage.
So when they see you in the grocery store, when they see you different places enjoying the blues, what do they say to you?
Well, they're just glad to see me. They sometimes they think that politicians don't live normal lives, And so I like the same thing they like, what I'm saying? And I like social events, and I like to go to dinner and, spend time with my wife and, and listen to music and things of that sort. So when I see them out, it's always kind of great to have that kind of interaction with them.
What's the name of your wife and children?
My wife is Reggie Jones, been married 25 years. And my kids, Shambria, Melvin, Rajay, and Kobe. And I also have 5 grandchildren. All out of town, but I have 5 grandchildren.
And your duties at the Boys Club, Herbert Hoover Boys Club, what are they specifically?
I'm the club director, so I'm responsible for the day-to-day operations of that club, supervising about 25 staff members and making sure that we have accurate programming for our kids and safety and things of that sort, but just basically running the day-to-day operations to making sure that building is providing great opportunities and programming for hundreds of young folks each day.
I know you're not campaigning on this program right now, but if one wanted to reach you, once again, tell us how to do that.
Oh, they can reach me at 314-503-2070. Again, 314-503-2070. Give me a call, give me a text, and I'd be great to talk to you about whatever we can do. We can collaborate on any projects. I want to do that as well.
And do you do a lot of public speaking?
I do. I speak. I had a press conference yesterday, actually, with our Congressman Wesley Bell. We together, and myself and Ella Jones. So I do some public speaking, and I love to attend events where I can convey my message to the community.
Well, Mayor Jones, I just wish you the very, very best. And as usual, you're very, very kind, and it's just a pleasure calling you a friend. Well,
I thank you, man. Like I say, you're a legend in this town, so anytime I can be interviewed by a legend, I never will pass it up.
You're very kind. Thank you, Reggie. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And thank each and every one of you for supporting the New Life Evangelistic Center. We're 2428 Woodson Road, Copeland, Missouri, where Reverend Larry Rice has been for more than 53 years providing services for those in need. I'm Bernie Hayes. Have a great day.